All right, I do something different today. I have a plumbing issue at my house where my septic comes out of my basement and turns, well, from the basement, it turns left from here, where the trunk comes out of the basement separated. So I have water coming under the foundation and up through a crack. So I need to dig that hole out and fix that. And for that, I borrowed this machine from my buddy. Before anybody says anything, I don't have any seat time on this. I know how it works, I know which controls do what, but I don't have any seat time. So I'm a brand new noob at this. Fortunately for me, the handles are similar to the Bobcat in control wise, so I should be able to pick it up, but in the beginning here it's going to be rough, so bear with me. All right, I already started digging a little bit. That pipe right there is my gutters coming down, and then right along here is where it goes. A few years back, this hole was dug out and that pipe was broken, so we replaced it, so I remembered where it was. So I was just digging super slow to try to kind of find it. Took off that inspection cap, looked down the hole and saw that it was coming on this angle like this, so I decided just dig real close next to it, and I got it uncovered, and now I'm just kind of digging next to it. And remember what I said at the beginning of this video, this is the very first time I've been in a seat this machine, or really any excavator, aside from, you know, moving one around on a job site or something that a buddy of mine had, but never operated one. So if I'm going slow and jerky, keep your comments to yourself. I think I'm doing good enough for what I need to do. Suck it in here because this old tent that I have, I'll run into it if I don't. Should be ripping that thing down, but I just haven't got time to do it. Oh yeah, and there's an old, I don't know if you can see it. Where is it? Right there at my old finger, there used to be a wire that ran right into there. That was for an old sump pump that used to be in this house when I first moved in. And the sump pump is actually, the wire went all the way from the breaker box on the other side of the basement out to the little concrete inspection thing right back there in my backyard. That's where the sump pump is, or the lift pump for the septic system. And about 2 months after I moved in the house, I kept popping breakers, and that thing was always screwed up. So I determined that something was wrong with this wire, and sure enough, it doesn't even have conduit; it's just loose wire under the ground. So we disconnected that and ran a different wire out from a different part of the house. So that wire that that's in the open ground here is completely not connected to anything. It's dead. So. Pretty smooth. Wasn't bad. Except the thing I screwed up here is I put this pile right here, and I need to move over. I think what I got to do is I got to push this pile over to get on the other side of that pipe. So let's do that, I guess. That should be good. Problem is, yeah, that's gonna be a problem. of that pipe uncovered. I don't think there's any glue joining the two pieces. So I think I'm going to just be able to pull it out of the hole so I can get underneath it, because the drain for the house is under this window, about 4 feet. So I got to get, I don't know, we'll see once we get closer, I guess.
Alright, well, we're getting close. There's an orange arrow on the wall from the last time we were down here. So I just gotta go taking like a half an inch at a time until I feel something. do hit the pipe, it's not the end of the world, because to my left is where the other coupling is, and I can just dig down to it and replace this whole section if I need to be. I might have to replace this whole section anyways, I'm not sure. I don't remember what it looks like. There's something down there, I don't know what that is though. That looks white. I don't remember the, I don't know, we'll see. Get in here. We'll look at that real quick. Okay, that's it. So it looks like that might just be a 90. So here's the main, so it's cast iron, goes out to my septic. PVC goes that way, and I know where it goes into the wall. It's back to cast iron again. I think we just, the last time that this blocked up, I think we just replaced this section in here. So I got to expose all that, and then I'll turn you back on to show what we're doing next. All right, well, I did some more excavating yesterday. I had to hand dig all this stuff out, but that's the cast iron line that comes out of the house, and then it obviously goes into PVC. It makes a 90, which it shouldn't do. It goes back into cast iron. So project today is, and as you can see, that's also the water supply going into the house in the same hole that cast iron goes to. So what we need to do is disconnect the PVC from that cast iron stub, and then I have to take a hammer drill and carefully drill around the right side, and get some air between the cast iron and the concrete. And then we're gonna knock out that cast iron pipe, and then carefully chip away the rest of the concrete, exposing that water line. Get everything cleaned out. Inside the house is PVC, so once I get that hole cleaned out, we're gonna get some PVC, put it through the hole and join it with the PVC inside the house. Then we're gonna run a 45, come out about 6-8 inches, run a 45, go down another foot or so, and then run another 45, and then join it back into this cast iron. I traced it yesterday because we were hoping that it went, my leach field's out there, and I was hoping that the line turned and went around here, but it goes right underneath this pad, which is kind of a no-no, but can't do anything about it, and it's not leaking, so everything seems to be okay. So today I'm gonna just refill this hole here, and then we're gonna go ahead and go to the store and get all the stuff that we need to fix that. So I'm gonna jump on the machine now and get this hole backfilled and scoop some of this water out of here, and we'll go from there. Yeah, so that's Johnny down in the hole there. What we're doing is blasting this freaking piece of cast that comes out of the house that's obviously eroded way too far, and underneath it was kind of leaking. So what he's doing is knocking that thing out, being careful not to hit the water line. The water line is right next to it. Careful, John boy. Careful. Too loud, hang on. All right, so there's my dirty hole. Got that all chipped out of there. Luckily we didn't break the copper line for the water, but you know, is what it is. And then we got the new Schedule 40, and we're gonna do 2 45s instead of a 90, so we can get that that 90 out of there. And that's what we're about to do right now. Oh, my battery's gonna die. Rats. All right, there it is, finished product.
That's not finished.
There's close to finish. What's still got to be done?
More plug.
Oh, okay. So that's hydraulic cement around the hole, and then I got to get stone and put stone underneath it and backfill. But that's it for right now. All right, that's all done. It's got the hydraulic cement inside and out there, all smooth and cleaned up. Everything's all glued together, ready to go. A little crap over here to take care of, but no big deal. And then I got to start. I got to bring in a bunch of stone, pack it in underneath that pipe so it doesn't settle, and then backfill this thing. So we'll get to that right now. All right, there we go. Went and got clean number ones, and I've been stuffing it under that pipe for, I don't know, I got about 1.5 tons in there now. And then left over, I'm just gonna dump over the top of this real quick, about another inch. And then I'm gonna start backfilling, and I'll probably backfill up to probably around this height. Give me another 8 or 9 inches of depth between that water line and the top, because that's too shallow. It's only 3 feet, and we're supposed to have 48 inches. So I'm going to bring that up as high as I can, get it as close to 4 feet as I can, and then eventually I tore out all the bushes here after I had my driveway done. So around the house and coming around this way, I'm going to have a bed, and this will probably be like a raised bed. So that'll give more depth in front of that thing too. So we should be good to go. I just got to clean up a little bit of crap here and get rid of the rest of this pile. So let's get started. Now that I got that up where it needs to be,
Just a little bit of paint and we're good to go. this corner of the house is probably the highest above grade. But, you know, they probably should have dug down further and trenched it, or built up, you know, the foundation should have been taller here or something with the ground being higher, because I think it's supposed to be 48 inches below grade is supposed to be your water. But like I said, the house has been here since '63, and as far as I know, they've never had a frozen water line. I think that'll pretty much do it here. I'm just gonna keep tracking over this and smooth it out the best I can. And like I said, wait for some dry temperature to maybe run my rock hound over it, or just keep lading it like this. It'll smooth out even more. And then I gotta sprinkle some topsoil over the top of it. But that'll do it for this one. I hope you liked watching me struggle with a mini excavator. And just remember, in the comments, keep it to yourself. If you're gonna critique me, it's the first time I've ever ran one before, and there's no holes in the side of my house, so I think I did a pretty good job. So until next time, please rate, comment, subscribe, and have a great day.